Hey everybody, welcome back to Inside the Track. I'm here with my buddy Anse Rigby. Anse, how are you today?
Wonderful.
We are looking at one of my favorite songs off of his new project, Lover's Games. The rest of the songs are awful, but this song is really good.
One of your faves.
One of my faves. Anse, tell everybody, or actually, let's hear a little bit of it, and then we'll talk about it. So here's a little part of verse 2 and chorus 2.
While he's watching the fan blades on the living room couch, something's gotta give, 'cause they ain't giving. 'Cause neither one can stand another loss in this high. Yes, lovers' games, but nobody's winning. Counterfeit change, counterfeit forgiveness, guilt and blame.
So yeah, there's a little piece of Lover's Game by Anse Rigby. Lover's Games. Games, plural. Excuse me, by Anse Rigby. Anse, tell everybody a little bit about the track.
Yeah, so Lover's Games is just this this song that kind of jogs anybody's memory that's been in a tight spot with a relationship. This thing back and forth of whether it's silent treatment or just different things. I think each individual kind of has this thing, this don't push the button, but then you push the button type thing in a relationship. And so this is just kind of giving the unfolding the sides of that. But guilt and blame in a trophy case like they're champions.
Such a good line.
Is a real powerful lyric in there for me. And I think, honestly, one day we were doing, if this is a cool time to talk about this, we were working on some vocals for this, and I remember coming back and sitting, we were in Studio B, and sitting on the couch and kind of playing it back through, and man, just something, I don't know if it was something with the week, but like hearing your own song kind of back played, and it's like, man, I wrote this, and this is kind of how I'm feeling. Lovers' games, but nobody's winning. And it's just, I feel like that just rings true so often. So, that was just one of those gut-wrenching times where we're sitting there going back through these songs and hearing them, and it was just like, man, that's real.
Yeah, it is, man. I think that's what's so attractive about this song. On the musical front, there's so many good things going on. You had Katie Bowles singing some killer backups.
So good.
I really wrestled with this one a lot because this one was when we tracked full band, right? And we said,
I think we tried. Yeah, you're right. I think we did try it, and I think we tried it a couple times that day, and I was just not feeling it.
Yeah, just couldn't land.
Yeah.
We came in. You wanted to do a 7 o'clock Saturday morning start time, only Anse Rigby. But I'm probably the only person who's like, yes, please, that's awesome, because I'm an early bird. But you were like, let's do an early morning session. So we tracked a couple things that day, and we had Brendan and Andrew here, and yourself, and we had you in there. And we were like, let's just try it. We didn't land on the full band. Let's see if we could do it with sort of a 3-piece kind of setup. And man, it was like you'd get done with a take and you'd just be like, that was it. Then you get done with another take and you'd be like, that was it. It just felt like the energy was right that day. And thankfully we got that song there. We did wind up putting some percussion. Anything to add to the Saturday early morning session?
No, I don't think so. I think just because there's this old country song. I think I mentioned this to you when I sent over the scratch track initially. It was, I think it was it's a song by Patty Loveless.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah,
it was either "How Do I Help You to Say Goodbye," if it was that song, or another song, which is not lyrically necessarily like it, and not even really necessarily instrumentally like, because I feel like that's even in a different time signature. But for some reason, when I wrote this song and had this feel of this song, I kind of wanted it to capture some of that. And so anyway, I've kind of got that in the back of my head. We're in here trying to live track it that day. It's not really jiving with that for whatever reason. But we get over in here, Brendan's playing, just like these melodramatic chords. Andrew's playing this beautiful keys section, and honestly, I don't even feel like I'm like completely sold on the big part vocally at the end until we kind of come back along and add Katie in for background vocals. But I feel like it really made it jive at that point.
Yeah, and our original plan was to leave percussion off completely, but I wound up programming some stuff that I thought felt real good. Here's without it still lands so well going into this.
And another lost in this lovers games, but nobody.
It's a great song, but then when you add the percussion, I feel like it lands so much stronger.
And another lost in this lovers games, but nobody's.
If I remember right, I was really searching for some cool samples that were kind of alternatives to. I used a lot of future drums. Just some alternatives to snares that were a little less predictable. So you had that like knock kind of sound that's really neat. But great song, Anse. Thank you for letting me be a part of it. You guys go check out Lovers Games by Anse Rigby. Anse, thanks so much for being. Should we shake hands again?
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
That's great.